Hello, friends. How you doing? Day 144. I believe it is Saturday night. And wow, I'm at my friend's place. I just finished watching Seaspiracy. It's a documentary on Netflix. And wow, it's very eye-opening. I don't know if you have seen it or not, but I would definitely encourage you to watch it. Um, yeah, there's actually a lot of key points that I took away from it. I'm not much of a details guy, but I'll try to share what I remember. Best is free to actually watch it yourself. If you have an account or access or a friend, I don't have it myself, so that's why I'm here, my friends, just to watch it. But number one, the some crazy stuff, really. At the end of the day, the biggest point or key point that I really got from it is that, man, we are all connected, and the amount of things that we're doing to Mother Nature is very surprising. And man, so a couple of things that I remember is that the amount of carbon that's actually stored on planet Earth is actually 93% of it is actually stored in the oceans. And so that is freaking amazing stat, if I remember correctly. But that's so massive. So if you think about it, like, what are we doing to the oceans? And you've heard about the Pacific garbage patch, right? And that's just an amazing. I forget what the numbers. It's amazing. It's freaking a huge amount of just plastic garbage in the middle of the ocean. And where is that coming from? Obviously, it's a lot of all the plastics that we've been using, but 46% of all the plastic is actually from fishing lines, from commercial fishermen. Uh, that is crazy. And but the thing is, a lot of it's actually covered up and not widely known, nor is it widely shared, that information, because a lot of the people who are certifying sustainability and certain other things are either run by the same company or have certain connections. And so, yeah, essentially, maybe I should have waited to share some of this stuff because it's still hitting me like, wow, it's the amount of fish that we're consuming that's having all these commercial fishermen out there getting all these fish for us, for people who eat fish, anyways. But yeah, it's doing a massive destruction when it comes to actually the whole Earth. Because if you understand how the food chain works, right? You know, a lot of the fishing, for example, the dolphins, they want the smallest one so that they can actually bring them into what do you call it? Like SeaWorld or fish shows or what have you, right? And they want the baby. And for them to actually get to the baby, they have to kill 12 dolphins because the 12 dolphins are actually protecting the baby dolphin. And so once they kill the 12 dolphins, then they can get to the baby dolphin so that they can put them into SeaWorld or a place like that for our entertainment. I'm like, like what? That's crazy. I don't know. This information to me is just crazy because I never really thought about it. And I guess that's really what the documentary is all about. Is kind of open our eyes to what's actually going out there in the world. Because I think we are just so blind to how things are and created and developed in this world. Whether it be for our entertainment or for our pleasure. And that's kind of crazy. And then also, sorry, so, some of the stuff I just it's still kind of hitting me. It's like, wow, it's kind of what are we doing to this world? Because, and also with sharks, right? Sharks are at the top of the food chain. Like when we kill the sharks, and a lot, it's big for people who into like shark fin soup, right? And there's no nutritional value in the fins. It's all for status. And yet, because there's a demand, people are fishing, killing all these sharks, and just cutting off the fin and throwing the rest of the shark back, but they're dead. And so when we kill off all the sharks, what happens is that the next fish down the food chain is actually now overpopulated because the sharks are not eating the amount that they need to be to keep everything in balance. Mother Nature is beautifully balanced. It's us humans that screw it up. But at the same time, I don't think a lot of us realize what we're doing with our choices. And so I really do appreciate these documentaries educating us on what's actually happening. And so, yeah, so obviously it goes down the food chain. So when there's too many of these large, the next level fish, when the amount of sharks are not there, then the next level fish, the third level fish, are now eaten all up because there's too many of the second level fish. And then when they're all eaten up, then there's not enough fish, and then the second level actually dies. And so everything is a cascade, my friends. Every decision we make actually makes a difference. And so the overfishing, all that is making a massive difference. And so, yeah, the biggest takeaway really from it is just to, how can we make a difference? Is just through our choices, right? And so if we choose to not eat fish or eat a lot less fish, then we will actually have a chance to actually save our oceans, which in turn will give us a chance to save Mother Earth. Because I think on the documentary it said by 2048, we could be dead if the oceans are no longer usable to us. And again, it just throws everything out of balance. Like the algae we need to keep the corals alive is being, not there because of the fishing and all the stuff that we're doing. And so, my friends, if you have a chance, definitely watch it. It also went into, I think, Bangkok, where they shared about there's some slaves and many were killed in the middle of the ocean because they can just say, oh yeah, they got sick and they fell off. And yeah, if you're in the wrong place at the wrong time, then yeah, you could definitely be killed. And that's so sad to hear that that's actually happening. But I think it's important to actually educate ourselves, right? What are we doing? Because at the end of the day, everything we do impacts the rest of the world in some way, shape, or form. And so, do you have to give up fish? Not necessarily. If you just decrease it, then that means there's a lot less demand. A lot less demand means that there's going to be a lot less fishing boats out there, and so forth, so forth. And then hopefully the ocean and the fish will start to regain some balance out there. So if you really think about it, we humans are the virus on Earth. So, oh man, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of mind-boggling to me what we're actually doing, and at the end of the day, what we're doing is actually we're going to eventually kill ourselves and the whole Earth. And so I don't think that's the future that I want for my future kids or just future generations. And I hope you don't either. And the more we educate ourselves, the more we can start to make conscious decisions on what we're eating, what we're buying, what we're doing, and slowly make a positive difference together. Again, every little bit counts. So don't think that what you do is not making a difference, because it is. Like I said, and this is kind of part of the Earth Day thing, right? A couple of days ago. So, if you just ate one less meal without fish, awesome. Or meat or what have you, right? Because it all makes a difference. And then the last thing that really stuck out to me was I had it in my head and I can't think of it right now. Oh my gosh. Anyway, guys, my brain's not thinking anymore. It's been a long day. I was on I've been on a virtual leadership conference all weekend, so my brain's a little fried, but I just wanted to get that out there and just share with you guys. So that's it for this Saturday. I hope you're having a great weekend. But yeah, if you know somebody who has access to Netflix, definitely have a watch, Seaspiracy, and educate yourself. Anyways, hope you're all doing well. Talk to you soon. Bye.